Every so often, we have deer in our backyard. 2, sometimes 3, usually a deer and fawns, but we also get an occasional buck. Sometimes we won't see a deer for a month or 2. Sometimes they appear with regularity, day after day. And if they come in the evening, we can watch them as they bed down for the night. They move slowly and remain motionless for long periods of time. Big as they are, it's quite amazing to see how well they blend in with their surroundings. They can be 20 yards away, out in the open, and difficult to see. They will munch on the grass and drink from the bird baths. They look to be healthy and in good condition. When we go outside, they raise their heads and stare at us, waiting to see if we are a threat. It makes me sad to see them. They very clearly don't belong in the backyards, separated by chain-link fences. The deer hop the fences with ease, but they are out of place among the patio sets and children's play equipment. They come around because they have nowhere else to go. Our state says the deer population is thriving. In fact, they tell us there are too many deer, and sometimes state game wardens will join the hunters in season to lessen the number of deer. Of course, there aren't too many deer. There are just too few places where they can go, so they wind up dead or looking forlorn in my backyard. I don't like to see them there, and neither does my neighbor. He'll make a fuss and drive them away because he doesn't want them invading his garden. The deer get confused and run away. It's something to see them bounding around houses, crossing sidewalks and streets, seeking cover in another backyard. I feel a lot like these deer. I feel like I'm living in a world I barely recognize and rarely understand. The way we are living now mystifies me. The things that other people deem high priorities are of no use or interest to me. I don't bother to follow the news because it all seems like selfishness, spite, and cruelty, and there is nothing I can do about it anyway. We have leaders, and they are busy leading, but the entire scope and process of their leadership seems like a kind of organized insanity to me, a deliberate march into perdition. And it's not limited to our time. History is a long, painful narrative of this. The world feels threatening and closing in around me, and there is nowhere to go, no safe haven or refuge. I feel distinctly out of place. I feel like my natural habitat is gone, has been destroyed or removed, and I've been left to make do as best as I can in a strange land. The Indians, I think, must have felt this way.